chick we're looking for is somewhere in this building. Probably crawling with the pendejos that kidnapped her. Eyes and ears open, alright? Speaking of which, got you a little something. A little tech training shard. In case you need to brush up on your dance moves.
And that was the showcase and comparison clips for the Nova LUT Lighting Mod. What's up folks, CrushSG, and first I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Assuming I get this video out in time, I did the bulk of the editing over the past week, so I'd only need to put in the finishing touches before hopefully dropping this video sometime toward the end of Christmas Day. Alright, so maybe some of you saw the word realistic in the title and kinda groaned, like, here we go again, yet another video claiming stuff was photorealistic. No, that's not at all what I meant. Clearly what you see here is not what I would call photorealistic. When I say realistic, what I really mean is the color palette and the lighting gives the game a more natural look than any other lighting mod that I've used. That's not to say natural is the best look, by the way. Everyone has their own preferences for how they like their game to look. Some prefer it more stylized, like maybe a more Wes Anderson feel with a limited color palette and all. Or maybe you actually like the GoPro or bodycam look that so many photorealistic showcases seem to strive for. That's fine, and that's the beauty of modding. You get to make the game look exactly how you want it to look for yourself. Anyway, let's quickly go over the mod details. Nova LUT is a new lighting mod by theCyanideX, and I've been wanting to do a showcase on this ever since it launched, but I kinda held off until the initial flurry of updates were done so that it would be in a more stable state by the time I did the showcase. So Nova LUT looks to bring crisp visuals with a natural color palette, and this can be seen very clearly in the side-by-sides. Where vanilla is dominated by the signature green and yellow tint, this is completely gone in Nova LUT. The colors are also very natural. To my eye, it is one of the most natural I've seen in a lighting mod. If anything, some may find it a little on the cool side. I personally feel it looks natural enough to not have to change it in something like Reshade. It also tones down the bloom and the fog quite a fair bit from vanilla, giving it a much cleaner or clearer overall look. Another thing I like about this mod is it comes in two separate files. We have the Nova LUT, which as the name suggests is only the LUT, so it just changes the color. Then we have the Nova Env, which alters the other parameters like lighting, fog, weather and such. It also has a HDR specific version for those who have HDR monitors. I personally really like it when lighting mods come with the LUT and the Env files separately. It allows you to mix and match mods basically however you like. Maybe you like NCLM's lighting and parameters, but you prefer Overchrome's LUT. And this is actually quite a popular combination, by the way. Or maybe you like Nova LUT, but want to use some sort of weather randomizer. Having these files separated just gives you more options. Now that being said, I completely understand why some authors wouldn't want to do that. There are many lighting mods that target a specific style or a specific look, where the lighting might be tuned for one specific LUT, so it's perfectly reasonable for the author to then not want folks mixing and matching things. Okay, before we wrap things up, let's talk about a couple of minor issues I have with the mod. Okay, I guess calling them issues is a little bit harsh. It's more like a couple of quirks that I noticed whilst using the mod. First is the way the mod handles greens. And this is really only an issue in full raster mode with RT turned off. With RT or path tracing on, the greens look perfectly fine. I feel that in full raster, it is a little too green at times, and the green carries an ever so slight pastel look to it. It's not noticeable enough for me to want to change it in reshade, but if I were to do so, I'd probably nudge the greens more toward a yellower hue. Now the next issue I noticed is in a few locations, some neon light colors are completely lost, or for some reason they just show up as completely white. Now I'm not sure if this is intentional or caused by my setup, but it is present in raster, ray tracing and path tracing. To be fair though, this isn't something I noticed at all whilst playing the game. I actually only noticed it when editing the side-by-sides in this video. So maybe it's an issue, maybe it really isn't. Okay, last on the list of issues, very occasionally under certain lighting conditions, the foreground or background elements can appear a little desaturated. It's just something that I notice from time to time. It could be an exposure or maybe an adaptation issue. I can't really replicate it at will, so I don't have any footage of it for this video. But I just thought I'd mention it anyway. Alright, let's wrap things up. As I mentioned at the start, setting style preferences aside, I think Nova LUT is the most realistic lighting mod I've used to date. Based on my time testing it with various different graphic settings, I feel that with the right hardware, full path tracing enabled and rays and bouncers turned up to the moon, I think Nova LUT could possibly produce a genuinely photorealistic look, or as I prefer to call it, a true-to-life look, without needing much tweaking in the likes of reshade. So really nicely done by theCyanideX with this one. And if you're looking for a lighting mod that provides a clean, natural look, definitely check out Nova LUT, link is in the description as always. And that's it for this video folks. With Christmas and New Year around the corner, plus some work related stuff, the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty busy for me, so I might slow down in the uploads for a couple of weeks. Anyway, thumbs if you liked it, crush that subscribe button, and if I don't drop another video before the new year, Happy New Year folks.